Today I'm watching Angel Season 4, Episode 6. In the previous episode, we saw Fred, learn that her professor was the one who sent her to Pylea, and Gunn unalived this professor and then sent his body to Pylea. And, Fred was very much on this vengeance trip. Everybody was warning her that it was a bad idea. She even went to Wesley to try and get help, and he's warning her, saying, this is not, something that you can take back, basically. But she was very upset, obviously, as being in Pylea, it was very traumatic for her and for so long. And we found out the professor had sent other students as well that he felt threatened by and would just send them to this dimension. Cordelia and Connor kissed, which was a little awkward to see, and Cordelia ends up leaving Connor to go back to the hotel, and we ended the last episode with Cordelia asking Angel if they were in love. So I'm curious to see how that conversation's going to go, if they're going to pick up right where the last episode left off, because I feel like that's, a big conversation they need to have. And I'm very worried to see what's going on with Gunn and Fred, as everything that happened in the previous episode, Wesley and Lila were still together, but Lila saw Wesley go to Fred's, presentation. So I'm assuming Lila is figuring out that, Wesley might still have some feelings for Fred. I'm really enjoying the season so far. So thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And if you want to have a say in what movies or TV shows I watch, be sure to join Patreon. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content.
More annoying than magic. Let me tell you a little story. It starts with a kid.
Oh, what? Is Lauren narrating the show? Oh my gosh, what's this?
I'm not.
Then tell me the truth.
I don't know.
You don't know?
Well, I'm not sure.
He knows how he feels.
You asked me to meet you, to talk, and I never saw you again.
Yeah, I'm glad they're finally talking about it.
To tell you I was in love with you.
I really don't.
Yes, yes.
Maybe I had a red-hot restraining order in my midst. You ever think of that?
I was never in the workplace. At one time with the ballet and the stripping and the roundness, but that was
Oh my.
You're yelling at me.
I'm not. See, this is why I don't want to answer questions I don't have the answers for.
Yeah, he can't speak to how she feels.
All I know is that you were my dearest friend.
Oh.
You have no idea how much this is killing me.
Yeah, she doesn't know how she feels. She can't remember.
I don't even recognize the sound of my own name.
Oh, that'd be so, disorientating.
I just fell into it.
What?
A memory spell provided by one of my clients that is guaranteed to bring our Cordy back to the way she was.
What? So that's convenient. Okay.
No pain, no side effects. I'm telling you, swingers, there's no way this can fail.
Famous last words. Okay, interesting. I was wondering why we started that way.
Ticking thing.
I don't know. Spells, I don't trust them.
And I don't care. I'm in.
Yeah, she's like, I just want to know. Yeah, but that's obviously dangerous.
Don't worry about it, princess. I've got all the ingredients lined up. As soon as we gather the 6, we'll be good to go.
The 6 what?
It does seem very suspicious that this would just randomly show up right when they need it. Oh my. Oh my.
What do you want?
I feel like this is gonna go badly, and I'm curious with Lauren's commentating on the episode as it's happening.
May your words please the gods.
Are you alright? Did you?
This is awkward.
Okay, first of all, she didn't say may your words please the gods, so much as may you orally please the gods.
Oh my.
It's very crucial in art. God bless her. It's always nice to hear the mother tongue. As long as it's not from my mother.
Oh god.
There's a lot of pain in him. I think it helps having me there.
Good.
Angel's like, do I ask more questions or let that go?
Right, and I'm gonna put you down hard.
I'm glad to see you have such faith in your relationship.
Keep pushing, English.
Oh god, this is not going well. Oh god!
Not all of us have muscle to fall back on.
Just have knives up their sleeves. That feels like cheating, Wesley. Yeah. I don't think... I mean, I don't know. Wesley's changed a lot. Yeah, exactly. It's one way to play spin the bottle. Oh my god. They're the 6.
What's going on?
What was that?
Feel a little.
It affected all of them? I thought it was just supposed to affect Cordelia. They seem high? They definitely seem out of it. Oh, Lauren's down.
What's happening to us?
Are they on to LSD? What's going on?
It's so beautiful.
Fred's really enjoying. Oh, puking in the corner. Okay. Yeah, I definitely feel like they're on something.
We'll just wait to see if there are any side effects.
What's happening? We can't just... We have to... No!
Oh my god, what did that do? Oh my gosh. What happens if she smashed it? Now what?
What the hell is going on here?
Is she back?
Name?
Now Wesley doesn't remember her?
Doped up and left with a bunch of proto-losers, then my parents are going to be suing the entire population of Sunnydale. Comprende?
What the hell are you talking about?
What? She's not in Sunnydale?
Being a minor hair
What?
club for men. Leah. Cordelia. Hello, salty goodness.
Oh my. I'm very interested to see where this is gonna go now. At least she knows her own name. But they don't know who she is. Yeah, she thinks she's still in high school.
So who are you?
I'm the guy that's gonna be kicking a whole mess of ass somebody don't tell me what's going on.
What do they call you for short?
Does anyone?
Oh, they don't recognize each other at all. Oh no.
I'm also
Oh no.
best friends, so I can lose all of my cool ones.
There's no call to be snippety, miss.
This is a clarion call for Snippety, Princess Charles.
It's Wesley.
Oh no. Oh no.
Watchers Academy in Southern Hampshire.
They've all regressed back to like the high school Sunnydale characters.
Something wrong with my voice.
Well, what's your name?
Liam.
I was gonna say, is he gonna say his actual name? Oh my gosh.
Go.
I wouldn't be so quick, Miss Chase, to leave. Clearly, we're all the victims of some nefarious scheme.
Yeah, obviously that looks suspicious.
That door is bolted shut, and who knows what peril lies outside.
English pig. English pig.
Before we do anything,
Did anybody else have to take a personality disorder test recently? They ask you about politics and your bowel movements and if you want to be a florist. Okay.
I don't think those are on any kind of list.
Shut me up. Does anyone sane have a theory? There's conspiracies and stuff y'all don't even know.
I got no.
And her like Texas accent is coming back.
we're all of an age. Judging from the amount of facial hair I've grown, we've all been unconscious for at least a month.
My hair. My hair. The government gave me bad hair. No.
That's her like worst fear. Oh, high school Cordelia.
Sure.
It's very attractive, but a clue nonetheless. Perhaps the whole.
That I'd come to a bad end. Now I've come to hell.
Well, hell's a lot nicer than my place.
Well, we've seen like similar episodes in Buffy where they lose their memory and can't remember each other. So yeah, I'm curious to see it happen in Angel's world.
Motel hell.
Well,
Is that a reference to the movie Motel Hell?
things you couldn't imagine. I'm not head boy for nothing.
You about to be headless, boy. You don't get out my face.
And these two still have this rivalry, with even without remembering each other.
Perhaps a little karate technique will put you in your place.
Oh, Wesley, stop! You're so funny. Is he gonna forget that he has the things in his hands? Yep, definitely forgot. That's the best karate I've seen in a hot minute.
How was that?
A clue!
Got a wooden stake you got?
Apparently, yes.
And to see him go back, like regress back to his like very nervous demeanor. And not the more confident version we know.
I didn't get one.
Yeah, that's gonna end badly. That's good.
Scream!
It's
touch
so
my arms.
funny.
I found another clue.
She's not wrong.
Okay, this is even less funny.
He's checking his socks. I love it. Connor's fighting skills have definitely improved. And I'm guessing with Lauren passed out, he's dreaming, and that's what he's like, the voiceover we had at the beginning with him, like, talking to the club. Oh, dusted.
I say we cut his head off.
May have information we need. When he wakes up,
When he wakes up, we don't even know.
Poor Lauren, just can't catch a break now. His, like, best friends are duct taping him to this thing.
Just keep getting weirder. They really are. Have you got any weed?
Fred. Oh, my. The weapons cabinet, yeah.
It's a demon. Probably of the Karathmama Hanayang.
You know Jack.
They're nocturnal.
I'm gonna give me one of them axes.
Hold on.
Hey, don't matter what it is. It looks strong, it dies.
Oh, my gosh. Gunn would never forgive himself if he killed Lauren. These two gooballs just fighting.
About time the English got with.
Oh, Angel.
I know I'm still unconscious during this part of the story, but can you believe these mooks?
And him breaking the fourth wall. Oh my gosh.
You mean this is about my hair? I sort of see his point. Not one of y'all looks exactly 17.
Yeah, that should be a dead giveaway. They're not in high school anymore. Oh my.
And never see each other again?
I believe we can all just go about our business.
And never see each other again?
Great. So we go vamp hunt.
Yeah, it's interesting to see Angel, what would have been his high school years. Like, he went by Liam even.
Just try to draw him toward us. Don't worry. We'll win this day, I assure you.
I'm ready.
He thinks this is all set up, obviously, by the Watchers. Yeah.
Be cooler if we could score some weed, though.
Fred.
I might advise you to come inside. Yeah, but you're like a...
Was that Lauren singing? Is he trying to, like, send them a message?
What is it about danger that makes...
Oh no. Oh no, Angel. Oh. That was too close.
Nothing. Excuse me.
Yeah, it's probably best you don't stare at her neck. No reflection. Yes, figured it out.
What's going on?
It keeps...
Well, they probed and explored and did whatever they wanted to my naked, helpless body.
Joke all you like. Liam right now may be facing horrors he's never even imagined.
Traffic. Oh my gosh. Yes. He would be very lost.
Has been under our noses the entire time, waiting for the moment to strike.
Oh, God. I think Gunn wants to do that for a while.
See? No vampire here.
Oh, God. They're going to see it smoking. Throw it to Lauren. Get rid of it.
Lying double man?
Oh, like my spell made you not a vampire anymore.
My magic isn't that.
Shut your mouth!
Oh, poor Lauren. Now he's passed out again.
So clearly deviant.
I'm not!
Vampires are all the same, my friend. There's no...
Now he wants it to come out.
Dust waiting to happen.
I don't want to hurt anyone.
What do we do?
Don't fear. It's under control.
Are you sure?
Did he actually stake Angel? Oh, no, this is gonna end badly. Oh, cheese and rice. Now you've actually pissed him off. Yep.
What do you mean it's hard? I mean,
She's the tasty one. Look at her, half of her is neck.
Oh, God.
Miss Chase. Miss Burkle. Run.
Wesley's like, I'm here to save the day, but is he gonna... Oh, yeah.
Really is inhuman. But what good do you really think that?
Oh, Connor! Oh!
Look, you're a wee bit chess club for my usual beat, but you kill that freak and you're getting a big reward.
Don't do this. Connor's like, you just said you didn't like me.
I'm a bit tired of being bullied.
And he doesn't know it's his kid, obviously.
Without cause, they gang up on me because I'm different. They're as bad as my father.
Fathers.
Ha 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 ha.
You're afraid to fight me?
Truth to tell, I'm not much for fighting. I'd rather be satisfying my sinful urges with the chase girl.
Oh my God.
Oh, the girl's yours then?
That's right.
She never did mention you when we were alone together.
Oh.
I didn't ask to be a freak. Hell, I didn't even ask to be born.
Aw. Yeah, we haven't heard him talk about his dad much at all, and like, it's not a flashback, but obviously we're seeing him in a different way.
So all's well that ends well. Right, kiddies?
But does that mean Cordelia actually gets her memories back? Or is she just not Cordelia from high school anymore?
But the sequence of events was a little different than we thought. It went more like this.
I thought this worked. I thought Lauren found, like, not a cure, but was able to fix it. Oh my God. Yeah, I'd run away from that too. What the frick was that thing?
Angel, I'm sorry.
You remember?
I remember all of it.
Okay, good. I'm glad she remembers. But yeah, obviously this doesn't seem to be what Angel wanted.
We were...
Oh, gosh. I know that's what, like, he wanted to hear that, but obviously that doesn't really, like, they're not together now, and it just seems more painful, the fact that they were in love, like, past tense. Oh. So that was my first time watching Angel, season 4, episode 6. Definitely one of my favorite episodes of the season, if not the entire series so far. So funny, so well done. We've seen similar episodes in Buffy. I know it's the same creator of the show as with people, you know, losing their memories. We've definitely seen that in Buffy, and, you know, people thinking they're back in high school. We saw that with Giles and Joyce in Buffy as well. So I feel like there was kind of mixing those two episodes together with, you know, the memory loss and being in high school. And definitely a lot of comedic elements in this episode, which I thought was great, especially from Wesley. I feel like this was a nice break because Wesley has been very serious, very, like, you know, brooding and kind of going through it and, you know, dealing with everything that has happened with Justine and Connor. And, you know, this was like a nice, fun break. And I think it really showed the actor's, you know, style of acting as well, as he could pull off such a comedic range. And it was so funny. And to see Wesley that we, like, you know, haven't seen in a while, obviously, as he's not as confident, he's kind of, you know, not as smooth and is stumbling a little bit more. And that's definitely the Wesley that we first met. You know, he's talking about the Watchers Council again, and the fact that, you know, we now know him as someone who is more confident, has a lot of resources, has a lot of abilities, and when he shoots these knives out of his hands, you know, he scares himself, and, you know, he's not afraid of those things anymore because he's used to them and has been in this world for so long. But it was just a nice reminder of kind of the Wesley that we knew a long time ago and how far his character has come and the progression that he's made, you know, and even him and Angel haven't been that close, you know, recently, but obviously to see this happen was so funny, and I'm glad he was there for this moment, because even though I don't know how much they'll remember of this, it was nice to see them all back together again, and that they didn't recognize anybody. Like, of course, the intention was to bring back Cordelia's memories, which they were able to. I'm glad she now knows everything, but again, yes, we saw at the end of this episode, she's definitely going to need time to process that, because it would be a lot. It would definitely be overwhelming, and, you know, going from thinking, okay, I'm back in high school, and she's, you know, worried about prom and her haircut, and now suddenly it's, okay, actually, you know, that was a long time ago, and does she remember where she was? I'm guessing, and now she's back at the hotel, and, you know, we finally finally get her answer to the question of Angel saying, like, were we in love? And she says yes. And I think even though he wants to hear her say yes, it was still bittersweet because they're not together. She still needs time to process that. She goes to her room in the hotel. She's, going to get some space and trying to process everything. So it's not like a big, romantic sweeping moment of yes, let's kiss and be together. It definitely felt more like past tense, like, yes, we were in love, but maybe they're not at the moment. And I'm glad they finally had that conversation because obviously with her memory not being there, and that if I was Angel, that'd be the first thing, that I'd be thinking is they finally have a chance to talk to each other. And when they were last supposed to see each other, it was to, confess their feelings. And Angel does tell her, like, hey, I used to have feelings for you, and the night you disappeared, we were on our way to do this. And she says, well, it could be harassment, like, it could be this. But of course, Cordelia, doesn't know who to trust and doesn't know what to believe and is very confused about everything and says, was this workplace harassment? Were you actually in love? And I can't imagine how confusing that would be to hear someone else say that to you, but you not know how you feel or know how to respond back. And even Angel's like, I don't know how to answer this. To see Angel, refer to himself as Liam as well, because it would have been not just, when Cordelia was in high school in Sunnydale, but when Angel was in high school, at that age in Ireland, and him trying to find his accent again was really funny, and him discovering again that he's a vampire. Just a really great episode. And, they don't even leave the hotel except for, a few scenes. And obviously we have Angel run out calling traffic demons because he doesn't understand what they are. But just so many comedic elements. I think they really played well together. And of course, we still see the animosity between Gunn and Wesley in this episode as well. And that's, present, past, that seems to still be consistent, as obviously they both have feelings for Fred. And even before this, Gunn basically threatens Wesley, saying, like, if you try and go after her, like, I'm going to, hurt you. And Wesley, also responds with this knife thing that comes out of his wrist, and which, again, to see that, 10 minutes later when he's terrified of it, just makes, for all these great comedic moments. Having Lauren narrate was interesting because obviously he's passed out for most of it, so I'm assuming that's his subconscious, that's his dreams that we're seeing. And even when he breaks the fourth wall, to the audience to, talk to us, so I wasn't expecting that. And the way he's, talking to the audience but explaining what's happening in the episode. So I was wondering if this was some dream, but even going through, each shot and saying, like, well, he doesn't know this and she doesn't know that and he doesn't know this, like, just, further reiterating how many secrets there are and what, the characters are keeping from each other. And, this love triangle between Fred, Wesley, and Gunn. And this episode picked up, right where the last episode left off, as we see, Fred and Gunn, trying to sleep, but obviously they're, still processing everything that had happened with the professor, and they bring that up as well. And poor Lauren just, can't catch a break. He's getting tied to a chair in this episode. And of course he looks, like a demon. He's got his green face and his horns. So he's the first one that they suspect, is up to no good. And he's the only one who didn't get his memory wiped. He can still remember everybody. And luckily he figures out a way to reverse it. And to see Angel and Connor fighting as well was interesting, because obviously Connor knows who Angel is, but, making comments about their dad. And we haven't heard Angel talk about his dad that much in a while, so that was interesting. And blaming the English for everything and going after Wesley, and him and Cordelia almost having a moment. I'm curious what Cordelia saw at the end, because as we see, Lauren kind of rewinds for the audience, is like, well, this is actually what she saw, and it definitely looked like something demonic with this, red face and these like demon eyes. But that was basically all we saw, was just a quick shot of the face. And it happened when Lauren put that spell reversal antidote on her tongue. So I'm assuming it was Lauren who she was looking at. But again, I don't know how that's going to fit. But that's kind of the first thing that came to mind, because he was standing directly across from her. And again, maybe it was just a vision. It has nothing to do with Lauren. I don't know. But that was kind of my impression, was that instead of seeing Lauren's face, she was seeing this, creature, because again, that's would make the most sense. But I'm very curious to see where that's gonna go. Please no spoilers, but yeah, we haven't seen her have a vision in a while, because obviously she hasn't been there for a while. But it definitely looked terrifying. And yeah, it was a very quick shot, but everything in the show was done, intentionally, so I'm sure they will explore it at some point. It was also nice to see Cordelia and how far she has come. High school Cordelia in the Buffy universe was not the nicest of people. She definitely grew as a character over the seasons, absolutely, but I think this just reverted back to the Cordelia that, you know, season 1, even Cordelia, like starting out in high school. And it was interesting to remember, you know, who she used to be and how far she's come and how much her character has grown. Because even though, yes, this Cordelia that we know today still, you know, enjoys fancy things and, you know, haircuts and fashion and all those things that she did care about in high school, I think her priorities have greatly shifted from some of those things to obviously being around, you know, these supernatural elements, working with Angel. Like, I feel like those things have, you know, had a big impact on her. So it was funny, and it was nice to see that she's, you know, not like that anymore, that her character has had this growth. And, you know, when she was in high school, obviously her world was a lot different. Even though Sunnydale was full of demons and vampires and all of these things, if you've seen Buffy, you know that her involvement with the Scooby Gang took a little bit of time. She definitely helped, obviously, but, you know, she was a bit of an outsider for a little while. It was also a great episode to re-explore the set from, like, fresh eyes, because, you know, they open the weapons cabinet and they're like, what is this? You know, why do we have this? And, you know, just kind of re-exploring that space, because obviously Angel and Wesley and Gunn and Fred know exactly where everything is and why it's there. And the fact that, you know, they were, like, relearning these things and being shocked at them, like, why would we have this? And the fact that it wasn't even, like, a memory wipe, they were just reverted back to their high school selves. And obviously in high school, you know, a lot has changed. And especially for Angel, who would have been, you know, hundreds of years ago in high school, not just, you know, a few years back. And even when they're mentioning, like, I don't look like a 17-year-old, you know, like, I look like I'm a little bit older. And I think that was a nod to, typically TV shows don't usually hire 17-year-olds to play 17-year-olds. So I think that was a little bit tongue-in-cheek joke for that. Overall, I thought it was a really funny episode. It was so good. Definitely one of my favorite episodes of the season, if not the series. Just so many good comedic moments. Like, I was laughing throughout the entire episode. You know, to have Connor come in at the end as well, fighting with his dad, and, you know, Wesley and Gunn having their rivalry, and Cordelia luckily has her memory back. But again, I don't know what that means, what she's going to do with it. And obviously we saw her have that vision of this demon thing with a red face. So again, what does that mean? And I don't know what Cordelia is going to do now. If she's just going to hide out in the hotel for a while she tries to process everything. We got to learn a little bit more about each character, as Fred's character kept mentioning, you know, smoking weed. So if that's something she used to do in high school, because obviously it's not something we know that she does now, and where her and Gunn's relationship's gonna go. Obviously Wesley is back in the picture a little bit now, and we know that, you know, Wesley has a crush on Fred, so I feel like that's gonna build some animosity to a relationship that might already be struggling. So yeah, I'm very curious to see what's gonna happen there. But thank you so much for sharing in this first time watching with me. If you have any other suggestions for TV shows you think I should watch, please comment below. And as always, please like, comment, and subscribe to this channel, and check back often for more awesome content. Knives up their sleeves. That feels like cheating. It's one way to play spin the bottle. Oh my god. They're the six. And her, like, Texas accent is coming back. And these two still have this rivalry, even without remembering each other. Definitely forgot. That's the best karate I've seen in a hot minute. Yeah, it's probably best you don't stare at her neck. Traffic. Oh my gosh.